Hello, and welcome to We Figured It Out. This is Brett Gelman.
I'm Curtis Gwinn.
So this is the segment on Gelmania where we talk about things that we've figured out about life and living and being alive, right, Curtis?
That's right. Particularly, our lives as public figures and as people in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, famous people in the entertainment industry.
Right.
So here's the thing. I don't know. We didn't really discuss our New Year's resolutions in detail. We kind of hit on them at that party that we were at.
Yeah.
Here is one of my biggest resolutions.
Okay.
Let me see if you relate to this. I have a select group of personal friends, 3 or 4, who I completely trust, who I can say anything to, who can say anything to me. They're always down to listen. I'm always down to listen to them. Everybody else is essentially a business relationship.
Of course.
And one of the biggest bummers of this business is that you're always having to pretend that these business relationships are actually personal relationships. So that's why, man, I got things rolling already. I got things rolling in my career really good. I don't need business relationships unless we're talking business. And that is my thing. I will not talk to people anymore on any personal level. I will only talk to them on business on a business level.
Yeah, I think that, what
do you think about that?
I 100% agree and identify with it. I think that, and I would even argue that the inner sanctum of those 3 or 4 people, I know this is going to sound crass, but even they are, in the end, really just business acquaintances. Of
course. But, that's the thing. They're the closest people to personal relationships that I have.
Right.
But they are still business, and that personal nature of our relationship could go out the window at any moment.
Yes.
They say something or do something that I don't like, or that. Because here's the thing. This is the reason why I've decided to do this. People really are dangerous. They're dangerous, and I don't mean that they're gonna hit me or even insult me. What I mean by that is that people can say something that, look, they're in an unhealthy place, and subconsciously they want to bring you and me down to their level. They don't even know that they're doing it.
Yeah, I have a sort of imaginal figure in my mind. He's a Russian, and I call him Ivan Rytchov. And if people say the wrong thing to me, Ivan Rytchov goes, I wrote you off. He puts you on his little list in my brain. He goes, I'm sorry, I wrote you off.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's great.
It's something that, I don't know what I'm going to do with that idea yet. I could sell that as a book or something, I don't know. But Ivan Rytchov writes off people who say the wrong thing. Doesn't matter if they're my best friends or my bitter enemies.
Oh, yeah, no. If somebody says the wrong thing to me, the first thing I immediately do when I get home, if I'm already at home, I immediately do this when I get off the phone with them or off of email with them. I write their name on a piece of paper. I light it on fire. Mm-hmm. I take the ashes. I defecate on those ashes in my toilet. Mm-hmm. And I flush it away.
Sure.
They are done.
Yep.
They're done.
But they don't know that they're done. That's the other thing about it, though. The painful thing is they can never know.
You can't let them know.
No.
That's privileged information that they can't know about.
They got to think they're your best friend for always. They have to. Every time you see them, you have to go through the pain of having to be like, hey, man, how are you? Yeah. So good to see you.
But that pain's a lot less once you subtract the hope that one day they could actually be a real friend, which we both know is an impossibility.
Yeah,
it's a pipe dream.
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, I won't say it outright to people, but I definitely, I'll just stop listening to what somebody is saying to me.
Oh, of course. And this is why the IMDb app was such a good thing.
Uh-huh.
Because I can quickly on my phone, when I meet someone, pretend that I'm checking a text or an email, and I'm quickly IMDbing them to see, am I wasting my time here? What are the credits? Does he have a screenwriting credit? I mean, really, who cares about it? But I mean, like, is this a person that can forward my life, my career? Is there somebody who can do something for me? Or you know what? That's kind of crass. I mean, are they going to be interesting to talk to? If they've sold some things, yeah, probably going to be mildly interesting to talk to.
Right.
They're not going to be as this desperate weirdo that is trying to have me do something for them.
Right, but that being said, those types of people are dangerous too because they're your competition.
Right.
And they are, I mean, yeah, even if they want to work with you, even if they're big fans of yours, they are subconsciously, and I know that some people might consider me paranoid, but to them I say, I'm not paranoid, you're in a dreamland.
Yeah, they're living in a fantasy land.
You're living in a fantasy land.
Yeah.
They are subconsciously trying to sabotage me.
Of course, 100%. And all day, every day, all day long, there is a subconscious war going on with your best friend, your neighbor, your dog, your cat, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever. There's a subconscious war going on.
Oh,
vicious
yeah.
war.
I went to a quote unquote friend's house the other day.
Yeah.
I come in. He immediately says, "Hey man, those jeans are awesome."
Mm-hmm.
Those jeans are awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, what are you saying with that? What are you saying? Are you saying that, those aren't nice jeans? I need to say the opposite of what I really think of those jeans, or those jeans are really, those jeans are really great, but they're the best thing you got going for you?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I want those jeans. Give them to me. I can only think about taking those jeans from you. And what else do they want to take away from me? These are the questions that start flooding my mind when somebody says something like that to me.
You've become their personal pornography, essentially. They want to possess you and what you have.
And that is a drain.
Yeah.
That is a drain. That is a spiritual drain.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm not Buddha. I don't have the boundaries up to be able to deflect something like that successfully unless I know 100% that that's what I have to do in that moment.
You and I were at a birthday party yesterday for a young child.
Uh-huh.
A friend of ours who's famous, a famous friend.
He is. No, he essentially is famous. It's strange to think of him that way.
Yeah,
but
it is weird to think of him like that.
Yeah, because we've known him a while.
Yeah, and you would never guess it.
No,
when you meet him, you'd never guess this guy's the famous guy.
No, you wouldn't. He's such a regular old schmo.
He's just a schmo.
Yeah.
He's just a guy you know.
But, that's why he's famous.
Exactly.
That slot needed to be filled.
Of course, because you got to have an empty canvas that the world can say, he's my best friend, or he's this guy I know. You got to be a real empty person.
Yeah, he's a real regular.
Just an empty.
Regular normo.
Yeah.
Empty old normo.
Anyone, he could be anywhere. There's nothing special about him.
Yeah, just put him anywhere. He works, I guess.
Stick him in any movie, any television show.
And then, what he doesn't realize, and this
except for a good quality indie, which he could not be in.
Oh, no, we're talking about your run-of-the-mill thing. We're not talking about high-quality things.
Mainstream
He's
things.
famous on a run-of-the-mill type of thing.
So anyways, his infant was having a birthday. It was his infant's first birthday. And
10 a.m. on a Sunday.
10 a.m. on a Sunday. We all go, and the only reason I'm going is I'm like, well, A, he is my friend, and I do love him, and B, he does have a lot of celebrity friends and people who come around and everything like that, so maybe someone there, maybe there's something to get out of this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, and I wasn't even going because he's my friend and I love him. I think that's true. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it, but I mean, really, I'm going because it's important to be perceived as a good friend.
Oh, of course.
It's one of the most important things in this business.
One of the best arrows in your quiver is perception of being a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wow, what a letdown, huh?
Oh my God. First of all, there were like 2 or 3 Z-grade celebrities there. Some of them from the project that he's in, just his cast mates.
Yeah.
What?
I'm like, why are these people here?
Yeah.
These aren't your friends.
These are just people that you do a thing with.
Yeah. Why are they at your infant's birthday?
Yeah, no.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What a waste of a table space.
Yeah.
And then there's like 1 or 2 people who used to be kind of something, and now they're just kind of nothing.
And I hate those types of people almost more than any other person. I mean, there's a lot of types that are tied for most hateable with this type of person.
Yep.
The reason why I hate them so much is it's like a guessing game. I'm like, okay, are you done? Are you just over? Do I not have to worry about you? But you get these people that you think they're done. You write them off, and then they have a thing where they shoot back up again. And then you gotta be a Johnny come lately to being their friend again. It's a real pain in the ass because you don't want to look like you're just doing that because they just rose up again.
Right. And I gotta say that like attending that event, this infant's birthday. My dear friend's infant's birthday, it made me feel bad about myself because it was at a banquet hall, and I walked. There were 3 banquet halls, and in one of the other banquet halls there was a sign that said Fisher Stevens' birthday, and I was like, why am I not in there? Now I'm not saying Fisher Stevens is anything either. Whatever.
Well, no, since the Cove.
Right.
If you want, he's a
but I look
kind
in
of a
there,
big producer now.
I look in there and I see really famous people, actually famous people, powerful people, people who can do things and whatever. And I'm like, why am I not in there? Why am I at this thing with, friends and family are great, but I mean, why am I here with friends and family? And right next door, literally through 2 feet of wall, are some of the biggest power brokers in all of the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Hanging out. And I'm like, I'm on this side. That's symbolism, man. I'm in here with this infant and his birthday, and 2 feet away.
Yeah, no, it's horrible. Yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing worse than being at a function or a party knowing that there's another bigger, better function or party that if you go to, you're really going to get some good work done.
Yep.
There.
Yeah. You're actually logging in the hours, which is really what you and I have talked about this a lot. Socializing is basically punching the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
No, I mean, as you know, I bought you one of these too, one of those clock punches.
Yep.
And we keep it in our car whenever we get out of our car, unless it's like, the 2 of us are going to see a movie or the 2 of us are having dinner. I take out a card and I punch it in because I need a physical reminder that reminds me that almost every moment where I am with other people is business or it is a waste of my time.
That was one of the best gifts I ever got because even though it's just symbolic with punching the clock, when you punch the clock, your mind really does change. You said that, and I didn't believe it until I started doing it.
I feel like my posture I straighten up a little bit once I hear like...
You're going to work. You're going to work. And that's funny because we went to the movies last night after the infant's birthday.
Yeah.
And we went with a group of quote-unquote friends. And
who we were on the fence about. I mean, that was one of the reasons that we went to this movie with them. We wanted, okay,
it was a test.
Is this yes or no from now on?
Yep. Are these guys good? And they are moderately successful people in this business.
They are. They are. They're a little less than we are.
Right. Just one tier, sort of like one tier below.
Yeah, but, they could be equal to us or, more successful than, I mean, I don't see how, but, technically, weird things happen in this business. Yeah.
We saw a beautiful movie, and afterwards we talked about how much we enjoyed it, but the lights came up, and they sort of liked it.
Yeah. That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
We just looked at each other. We didn't even have to say anything.
No.
Because we can just look at each other, and it's just the eyes. We know the other is on the same page.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Movie opinions are big.
That is huge.
Yep.
No, if somebody disagrees with, a movie or a television show or, a web series, if they disagree with me, if they don't like it and I like it, if they like it and I don't like it, that's where can you go from there?
Yeah, no, your sensibilities are all off, and who cares about that person? It says everything you need to know.
Yeah, you are your sensibilities.
Yeah.
If somebody likes Titanic more than Terminator 2,
Probably. Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Yeah. I don't just like movies better than other movies because it won an Oscar.
Right.
I'm not an Oscar whore.
No.
Yeah.
The awards are meaningless. The only thing that's good about an award is that it gets you higher profile.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd never say no to one.
No, you take the award.
Oh, definitely. I would jump at the chance. I'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to be a slave to it.
No, you're not going to jump through hoops for it.
No. I'll do my work. Because there are tons of people who are very respected and very successful and very famous and very wealthy who've never won an award.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They don't need it.
Martin Scorsese had to wait till the end of his career here to
get an award, and
yeah.
I doubt he cared that much about it.
No,
he was just like, "Well, this is great."
Yeah, he just took it and was like, whatever.
I mean, you got to keep it afloat. Even somebody like Martin Scorsese has to keep it afloat. Mm-hmm. But
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you're talking to somebody, let's say they have, let's say you're talking to somebody, you don't like them, and let's say they're fat or they have some sort of disability, and are you thinking to yourself, are you just repeating like, fuck you, fat boy, or whatever their disability is? Do you do that? Or no? Are you bigger than that?
If I really like them, I'll try to picture like a fat person as a skinny person, or as a disabled. Like if a person is in a wheelchair, I'll picture them
cured,
standing up.
Yes.
I'll try to picture them that way.
A better way. Yeah.
Yeah, but most of the time, that those conditions have created kind of a sad sack personality within them. Even if they're like quote unquote positive, there still is this remnant of sad sackiness in them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this person's positive, but, they don't have a relationship. They're not getting laid or anything like that. But, it's like they're not going that extra mile.
No. I always try to triangulate. There's a lot of people who are just physically beautiful, and it's impossible to find something physical with them, but there's always something emotional or physical that you can, zero in on and, store away for later as some kind of ammunition to use against them.
Well, yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, we've both met a lot of physically beautiful people.
Yep.
And the ones who are nice to us, we get along with great.
Yep.
But the ones who aren't, well, they have the most fatal flaw of all, and that's that they don't like us, which is completely insane.
Yeah.
And that flaw cannot be forgiven. And so I do the opposite with them. Once I get that energy from them, I start to picture them as deformed and obese.
Right. Yeah, which is what they are. Their souls are that. Mm-hmm. Their souls are deformed and obese.
I met this model, and I asked if I could buy her a drink. I asked if for her number. I told her she was very beautiful, and I like to be very direct when I talk to people. If I'm going to talk to them, I want to, get it.
That's what I like about you.
Make it clear.
Yeah.
I said, I'm just going to be straight with you right now. I'm very attracted to you.
Right.
I'm sexually attracted to you. I don't know what your personality is. I hope that it's as attractive as your face and body. But if it's anywhere near as attractive as your face and body, I am down.
Right.
I just want you to know that. Can I buy you a drink?
Right.
Well, she obviously is used to communicating with people who really like to dance around issues and like to play games, pussyfoot around what they're actually feeling. And so she got all weirded out. And you know what I did? I first, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to waste my breath on a piece of garbage like that.
Right.
But so at first I did that. I tried to picture her with a humpback and like a pear body. Yeah. I gave her a real like blubber pouch.
Yeah.
You know, right over where her genitals would be, and I gave her some buck teeth. Still wasn't working. I was still so angry, so I said, you know what? Fuck off and die, you cunt.
Wow, you said that?
And I walked away.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, no, I felt really good about that.
I don't usually say it. I think it, and then I walk away usually, but I don't usually say it.
I wouldn't have said it, but there was this big-time producer who was standing near me at the time, who I know happens to be a misogynist.
Oh.
So I was like, well, I can at least play this off
as
to
misogyny.
this guy as misogyny, so at least I'm getting something out of this.
Oh, that
I'm
guy.
just not leaving empty-handed.
Oh, my God. That guy's going to be high-fiving you in a pitch meeting.
Yeah. Well,
soon.
wait till I tell you. I'm not going to name names here, but wait till I tell you who it
Really?
is. He is really
Holy shit.
big.
I cannot wait to
He
hear who this is.
Really huge.
Wow, you're going to get a dev deal out of that.
I hope so. I probably will.
Yeah. I mean, something. I mean, maybe it doesn't get made, but you're getting on the slate. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't think I have to hope too hard.
No.
Well, hey, you know what? I think we figured it out, man.
Good,
I think this was good, don't you?
Yeah, we laid some truth out there, and hopefully people learn from it.
This has been another segment of We Figured It Out. I am Brett Gelman.
I'm Curtis Gwinn.
Hey, we'll figure it out with you next time.